Welcome to the technical analysis of the Nigerian stock market. This is Market Formula. If you are new to this channel, I advise you to subscribe so that you will not miss any of the content that we are going to drop on this channel. We are in the month of June. Based on technical analysis and the way I look at the chart, every 3 months is very, very important for me as a trader. I have with me here is a friend and a brother. His name is Wole Olajide. He's a licensed financial advisor. So I will hand over to him, let him introduce himself to us on this channel. So over to you, Wole Olajide.
Yes, my name is Wole Olajide, a chartered stockbroker and an analyst.
He's a writer. I have his video on this channel, one of his videos on this channel, and the video has over close to 100 views now. Me, the owner of the channel, I have videos that is less than 30, less than 50. His own video is over close to 100 views. You can check it out. His analysis is always on point. And here with me, he will be looking at the market from the fundamental point of view. Let me start by looking at the All-Share Index. As we can see, the last 3 months that closed for the year, that's from January to March, from January, February, March, that's 3 months. The low of that candle is actually at this place. That's 74,000. And 74,000 is also a key level because it's a psychological level. And looking at the candle again is the last candle that closed above the high of the previous candle, making the low a very, very key level until price closed below here, until the market closed below this 74,000 basis point. We are still in an uptrend. So as you can see, we are still in an uptrend. And for 3 months after, the market has barely retraced maybe 25% of that candle, telling you that there is still momentum in this market for a push higher on the 3-month chart. Let me step it down to the monthly chart. Looking at it on the monthly chart, you can see that the last candle that closed higher is still the same candle, but we have a month that closed lower than the low of this candle. So we will look at this level as another, is a minor support until price closed below this level of, let me check the value now. Okay, 97,680. Until price closed below here, it won't expose here. So as you can see now, we are just currently bouncing on a strong support, which looking at the monthly chart, I think this thing is going to hold. But let me step it down again to the weekly chart, because we come from the higher time frame, we now step it down to the lower time frame. You can see this level is still intact, it's not yet broken. So let me look at the daily. I don't really like looking at the daily, but looking at the daily just for my entry. Looking at the daily for entry, the momentum has crossed above the positive side, telling me that there is a shift in momentum. At this level, we have another minor resistance here, and the resistance has been broken. So going forward, I expect the market to start going up from next week throughout this month. Let's see what's going to happen. That is just looking at the All-Share Index of the Nigerian stock market. Wole, do you have anything to say about this?
Yes, the All-Share Index, even from the beginning of the year, has been forward-looking. If we look at the year-to-date, currently, the All-Share Index of the Nigerian Stock Exchange is at 33.24% year-to-date. That is, it has gained from the
That's
beginning
what I'm
of
looking at here. Okay.
33.24% year-to-date.
Yes.
So the market has been looking upward. Even if we look at the beginning of the year, when the yearly results started rolling in, and we have a lot of corporate actions, we saw a spike in most of these stocks, that a lot of them really moved up. Looking at, we have the likes of the banking stocks, the Access Bank hitting up to like 30 naira, GT crossing 40 naira, even Zenith Bank and the likes. Then at a particular point, due to profit take, some of these prices came down again, and they are already looking up again. Now that we have the result for the full year results, and their corporate actions has also been taken, prices have been marked down, and dividend have been paid. Some of the prices have started looking up again. Then the Q1 results also came, and it has been fantastic. We look at the results of most of these banks for their full year results. We see that most of them hit trillions in terms of revenue, and in terms of profit after tax, everything was just moving upward. So we saw their top line figures, their bottom line figures doing fantastically well. Then even in other sectors too, like that. So we have been, the all-share index of the Nigerian Stock Exchange has been upward looking currently with 33.24% growth. Then the market capitalization also has hit more, over 56 trillion naira as we speak. And that also is, is a spike on its own.
Wow, 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 wow. So from the fundamental point of view too, the market is looking up. So I know you are mentioning, you are talking about the banking sector. So let's just have a look at the NSE banking. Let's see NSE banking. So looking at the NSE banking, let's look at the index. All right. So I like to take it from the 3-month chart. So from the 3-month chart, you can see that the low, just let me delete this. I'm looking at the low. The last low that has the highest high is actually here. So before we can say the move is over, we need the market to close below this low. You can see that the market tested it and went back up. And that level is actually at 383. So let me now move it up to the monthly. You can see what happened there was that markets on the monthly closed below it and immediately closed above it. So we can say there's market indecision at this level. Looking at this, this is the last high that caused the, okay. So I'm looking at this low is broken. So for the banking, I'm looking at the range. Market is most likely going to range between here and here. That's between 819 and the 1050. So within here and here, we are going to see a range. So looking at, let's bring it out to the weekly. Okay. So as it is now, for the banks, this is the high time, this is the best time for us to buy. If you are looking to buy the banks, this is actually a very good level. This zone here, from here to here, is a good level for the bank. So from going forward, in the couple of weeks forward, I'm expecting that the bank will pick up. And this is the kind of move that I'm expecting. I don't expect it to come as low as that anymore. So it's going to be something like this. Even if it's going to dip, it's just going to come around here and start going up. So bank, for me, all the banking stocks, they are good now. So
yes,
looking at the index now, so where do you want us to start? I want us to analyze the chart of the banks, all the banking stock. I think we have a couple of them. So you will be, let's start from Access. Because Access is one of them that I did a video on that last week, but I wasn't able to post it, but I posted it today. I said this level is actually a good buy, and around this 15 naira, and you can see it just came in here and went back up. So from now, what I expect is that we start going back to that level. But let me go to the 3-month chart. For 3-month chart, let me draw my support and my resistance. 3-month chart, this candle and this candle, they are almost like the same height. So the low that I'm looking at I can either choose this low or choose this low because they are too close. I choose that low until this candle closes below this low of 14 naira, 14 naira 87, 85 kobo. This uptrend is still in session for the 3-month chart. Let's go down to the monthly chart. For the monthly chart, the last candle that had the highest high, let's say, is somewhere around here. So I'm seeing a support here or a support here for the month. You can see that it tested, it didn't break it. So on the monthly chart, this is a valid support that is going to hold the price. That price is actually at 16 naira 55 kobo. Then go to weekly. For weekly, you can see that it's even a gap. Every time you see market gap like this, telling you that there is upward push. For it to gap, it closed here at 17 naira 40 kobo and immediately went and opened at 18 naira. This is a market gap. Well, sometimes market might come and fill up the gap before going. Look at it, it happened here. Market gapped from here, it closed here, and immediately it opened, it gapped down and it closed up this gap. So when markets gap like that, sometimes it will come and close the gap and go back up. But for me, Access is a good buy all day. Let me see, is there resistance? Okay, the major resistance we are looking at, let me look at the weekly. Yes, there are weekly resistance. So we have a resistance here, and we also have a resistance here. So for the weekly, if you are buying, your first target is around here, 23 naira 60 kobo. Or price will react to it. When it gets here, it will either break it or bounce. So every time you have a resistance, price might break or bounce off it. So we wait and see, is it going to break it or bounce off it? If it breaks it, it's going to 28 naira 30 kobo. And if it breaks 28 naira 30 kobo, then we are going higher. So which other stock are we now looking at apart from Access? Access is the one that interests me the most, and that's what I'm I'm really, really, really interested in. Let me look at my list here. I think I have some list. Okay, Access. For the bank again, let's look at Wema. Just be reminding me of the banks.
Wema Bank.
Wema Bank. Okay, for Wema Bank, let's start from the 3-month chart. The last low that must be broken before the uptrend is over is actually at this price, at the price of 5 naira 15 kobo. Market came close to it and went back up. So let's go to the monthly chart. For the monthly chart, this is also still the same price. Then I have a close lower, but this is no. So there is no resistance around there. The major resistance is still around 11 naira 70 kobo. Let's check the weekly. Okay, for the weekly, Wema Bank is also a very good buy now. If you can get Wema Bank to retrace back to maybe 6 naira, then that would be a very good level to enter. So which other bank are we looking at?
Zenith Bank.
Let's look at Zenith. I think Zenith did not really retrace. Okay, Zenith did not really retrace. Let me even do this channel so that I can see clearly. Let's start from 3 months. 3 months, the last low that needs to be broken for the uptrend to be over. This is it. This is it around here. So it's not yet broken. Then let's go back to the monthly chart. For the monthly chart, we have this, we have this. This has to be broken for us to, for the character to change on the monthly. So, and it's still not broken. It's just testing it. So Let's look at the weekly. For the weekly, okay, we have resistance for the weekly. This is the last candle. Okay, this one closed higher than this. Okay, this one. Okay, so this is the low. Has to be broken. Okay, we have a resistance around here. So because we have a resistance around here, for Zenith, if you can get Zenith to pull back like this, that would be very good. Then we take it to 43 naira 15 kobo. Then which other bank are we looking at?
GTCO.
GTCO. Okay, for GTCO. Okay, for GTCO, market needs to close below this level, and it did not close below it. It bounced off it. So for the 3-month chart, let's go to the monthly. For the monthly, I can see this is another one, this is an wow. For this, okay, for this, market needs to, it has formed a resistance, which is at 49 naira 80 kobo. But we are just at the middle of this. So let me look at the weekly. I will not advise you to buy in the middle of the chart. So the best entry for this particular stock is for us to wait if it can come close to that level again of 33 naira 40 kobo. So that is what I'm looking at. That's the projection for Guaranty Trust Bank. Which other bank are we looking at?
Fidelity.
Fidelity. I think I'm watching that Fidelity. I'm watching that Fidelity. Okay, I'm watching Fidelity, and Fidelity is already moving. Let's look at it on the 3-month chart. Okay, the low that needs to be broken for us to have, that's it. It's not yet broken. Let's go to the, okay, even on the monthly, it's not yet broken. This level has to be broken on the monthly for us to expose that low. It's not yet broken. So do we have a resistance? Yes, we have a resistance. This is the last candle that, okay, broke below it, close above it. Okay, we have a resistance. But as it is, Fidelity is a very good buy. If we can get a retracement to this level, that would have been the best entry for Fidelity. Which other banking stock?
FCMB.
FCMB. Okay, FCMB2 is good. FCMB, the low that needs to be broken is here. 6 naira 60 kobo. It was not broken, it was only tested. On the monthly, it was not broken, it was only tested. But when we look at this, this is big. Okay, so this low has to be broken, slightly broken, and slightly broken. So we need this level to give way. We need this level to give way. So market is closer to the resistance now. So I will advise you to wait for a pullback for Fidelity because it's too close to the resistance. As a trader, you want to buy as close to a support as possible. At a resistance, anything can happen. It can hit this resistance and come back down, or it can break this resistance. So which other one are we looking at?
FBNH.
FBNH. First Bank. Okay, I like this kind of chart for FBNH. All right. For FBNH. All right. For FBNH, this is the last low that needs to be broken. This is the last low that needs to be broken. It's not yet broken. And price is so close to that low. So you can see, tested it. This high. Okay, this high, this high. So this high, this low broke. We need. Okay. So for FBNH, fact at current price is good. At this current price is good. You can get something like this, but the target should be around 35, 36. That's for FBNH. That's the projection. All right. Which other one? Can we take like two more? Then you now round it up.
UBA.
For UBA, come to 3 months chart. All right, for 3 months. The low that needs to give way is actually here. Markets did not give. That low is yet to be taken out. So we go to the 3 months chart. The monthly chart, okay, this high is higher than this high, and this is another low. For the monthly, so this zone between 18 naira and 19 naira 35 kobo is actually the best entry for that particular stock. So if you are able to get it around here again, then that's really good. Let's look at the weekly. Yeah, I know on the weekly we would have had the close below here. Okay, yeah, because the close below this low, then this high. All right, we have an internal structure here. This internal structure has to give way. So if you are looking at investing in UBA, then this is a good level to enter. If you enter around here, that's around 19 naira 35 kobo. Then you take it to where? To this level of 26 naira 10 kobo. That's your first target. And the second target is going to be around here, which is at 31 naira 10 kobo. One more to go.
EcoBank.
EcoBank, ETI, Eco Transnational. Okay, for EcoBank, go to the 3 month chart. And this is the last one we are taking because I want our guest to round up. Okay. All right, so the low that needs to give way is actually here. All right, so we look at the monthly chart, okay? For the monthly, this low needs to give way and is not yet taken out. It was only tested. All right, let's see if we can have a weekly structure. The last one, close higher, close higher, close higher. Then this is the low, close lower. There's an internal structure here. So if you are buying, that's the first level that we reject price. You can see that I rejected it here. And price is currently at the midpoint between here and here. So the best thing is, as a trader, is to wait for the market to do something like this. And your first target is going to be at 26 naira 80 kobo. Okay. All right. Our guest, can you round up?
Yes, looking at their Q1 results.
Okay.
Currently, their Q1 results, they are all looking very fantastic in terms of their top line and bottom line figures, and in terms of their PE ratio and earnings yield. They are looking fantastic. Access Bank, the PE ratio currently stands at 4.31 with earnings yield of 22%, 23.2%. So it is a good buy. It's looking fantastic. At the share price of 19.3, 19 naira 30 kobo, PE ratio stands at PE ratio is standing at 4.31 times, and earnings yield of 23.22%. Then looking at Zenith Bank, PE ratio, the PE ratio is around 4.2, and earnings yield is around 23. Looking at FBNH, at the price of 22 naira 90 kobo, PE ratio stands at 3.95 with earnings yield of 25.32%. So if we look on and on like that, based on their Q1 results, they have fantastic PE ratio and earnings yield. That is, they have growth prospects relative to their current share price as we speak. So all the tier 1 banks, based on their Q1 results, they are looking fantastic.
Wow. So as we can see, the banking stock are looking very, very attractive now. Let's leave this disclaimer. Everything shared in this video is only for educational purpose, and this should not be considered as a trading advice. So that will be all for this video. Until next time when we meet again, staying by from here.